Okay. Looks like I'm live, although it's kind of hard to tell based on Twitch. But anyway, if I am live, then hello and greetings to you, viewer from across the tubes. I am Gnarly Quack, and I'm back working on my TOML parser. Um, just my little bitrate thing seems to be stuck here. And I don't know, it seems like, oh, and I just said that and decided it was excellent. Okay, I take it all back. I guess I am actually live and on the air. So not the no one or two people might miss me. But so what are we doing here? We're doing code, Python. Um, we're gonna have to have a hard time talking and doing it at the same time. But bring up my virtual environment for Python here. I guess we'll go ahead and get the spec up. There's the spec. We may not need this grammar anymore, but I'll just pull it up just to do it. And I guess where I'm going to start off is okay. All my tests seem to be passing. I think where I'm going to start off is at the end of my previous stream. I got pretty wrapped around the wheel on I guess it was the parser here, where we were excuse me, where we were parsing keys and just trying to figure out kind of what to do to see if we have had a valid key. And there's kind of two separate things we're looking at that kind of had me thrown for a loop, and I think I'm just gonna like walk through it a little bit more a little bit more thoroughly or deliberately. So we've got sort of two cases we need to look out for. We've got basically like the stem key, and I guess we're gonna do like, oops, like key value pairs. We also have table definition, and then we're also going to have like an array table definition. Might also have, I don't know if inline tables are gonna play in here, but we basically have two options. We've got like the stem key, which is like the final key to which we're assigning a value, and then we've got in all these cases we can have dotted keys. So everything before the dot sort of implicitly defines or identifies a table, and there's a little bit different logic there. And in order to sort of keep track of the requirements of the spec, I've got a oops, I thought I went back into that window. I've got a this like meta info class. So we can sort of keep track of how each value is defined, and that way we can, well, figure out if we're following the rules here. And what I wanted to do was just sort of step through this. So if we have like a key equals value, then in this case, we're saying that value is closed. And so then if we set key equals, value, then this is disallowed, right? This is a redefinition. And we're saying, right, this is, so one of the things I'm keeping track here is whether a value is explicitly assigned to, and also whether a value is closed, because inline tables do sort of play in here in that they're just defined to be closed, so you can't add to it. But inline tables are also explicit, so I kind of have a feeling I may want to like combine these into some sort of maybe a bit flag or something, because you can't be like implicitly closed. You can only be explicitly closed. So closed implies explicit, and similarly, implicit implies not closed. So you can be implicit, explicit, or closed. So in this case, this would be closed. But like in a table definition, right, in this example, right, this is, oops, this is, well, the key is, I guess it's not the value, it's the key is closed. This is key redefinition. Here, the key is explicit, but I don't think it's closed. So then later on, this is key redefinition. So these are pretty straightforward. Where things get a little weird is here. So let me think about this for a second. So there's an example farther down. Right, we just covered that here. So right, we can see we can add to fruits here, but what about the other way around, I guess? So in this case, right, this case is actually no different. We've got 1, 2 equals value. In this case, 1 is implicit, and I would say 2 is closed. I don't know why I keep wanting to put a y. And so in this case, 1, 2, 3 equals value. This is key 2 is redefined. But that's kind of not the case. What I was curious about was, so right, this is key 1. This is the case I kind of want to look at right now. 1 and 2 are explicit. I did it again. 3 is closed, but here, right, this is okay. This is 2 is redefined here. So I guess what I'm saying here is, and these are also not explicit. So the fact that, I guess what I'm saying is when we get to the stem key here, it doesn't matter what state the key was earlier. Right here it was closed. I'm trying to think of a case where it was explicit. Right, I guess explicit would be something like 1, 2. But I don't think we're allowed to do that. I don't think we're allowed to do that because that redefines 1. But explicit would almost be something like yeah, something like 2 equals blah, right? But I think this is already forbidden right here. I guess I need to take a look at that. Is this all we have to say about keys here? I guess so. So down here in table, okay. They're defined by headers. These things here with square brackets on a line, you can tell them apart from arrays because they're only ever values. Under that until the next header. So basically saying these keys are then assigned to that table. Naming rules are the same. White space is ignored. These are implicitly created. Like keys, you can, so that we have here. The key is not closed, right? And also saying it's not closed because we can do like 1 equals value, 2 equals value. So key is obviously not closed because we can add values to it under there. So yeah, we can't, or no, wait. Do not do this either. So that's a different case, but defining, but that also good to know that that's not allowed. That's valid. The top level table, also called the root table. Okay. Dotted keys create and define a table for each key part. So here. Well, that doesn't, I feel like that doesn't, so I feel like this case is not actually addressed, is it? Or am I just missing it? So fruit, dotted keys create and define a table for each key part before the last one, provided that such tables were not previously created. I think that's just saying it implicitly, like fruit and apple are implicitly created. Since tables cannot be defined more than once, redefining such tables using a table header is not allowed. So I think that's saying that is not allowed. So we can't really have a case where this is right where well, anyway, basically where we're redefining an explicitly unclosed key. Anyway, all that has to say is I think where is this here? So I have in here, let's just take a look at this. So we pull a key, and then this handles all the dot. We get to the bottom here. I kind of feel like what we're saying is if the key is already in the table, right, we're done. Isn't that what we're saying? Now, just to confirm that. So this is parse table. This is this example here. So I kind of feel like what we can do is just say, well, let's just try it. Let's just try it. So for some reason I feel like that's going to fail. So why is that failing? And I really wish this would show the whole error message. So what is this? Test tables. So what's going on here? Line 24, character 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, did I miss that? I blew right past that, didn't I? Okay. So we can do that. So in this case, right, 1 is implicit. Right, 1 is implicit. 2 is explicit. But then actually what I think we want to do is 1, or 1. Right, we got to make that explicit because then we got to allow this, right? Okay. But, oh, what I'm saying though is this is key redefinition, right? So in this case, 2 is explicit. Okay, so got to go into our parser here. So if key is in table, and so what is this? Meta info. Meta info value. I think I called that value. I don't remember. Key dot value. Dot explicit. I guess that's what I said. Guess I could just hit him do. Okay, so that has us passing again, but I guess what I feel like is, do I actually need to check this now in here? So this is parse table. This I'm kind of maintaining I don't need. And that appears to be the case. So, and I guess what we're saying is state.active meta info dot explicit equals true. I guess that's what we're saying. Let me just print this out. Guess I should. In what case were we interested in? Test tables? I'm trying to remember how to run an individual test. Or well, let's just tell me. Don't know what I ended up doing there. Can I do that? Test name pattern. Let's see here. Seems like a lot of test tables. So current active, I guess, is that? Okay, which is what we want, right? We are setting orange. So we want that meta info to be orange. We want that to be apple or animal. Apple, this should be, what's going on here? This should be X. And that is explicit now. Right, actually I'm a little bit, so X was implicit and it went to explicit. Okay, so that handles that. And then up here in keyval, I guess that. So that failed. So what did we take out? Cannot redefine a table with an inline table. What is that? That test cannot. So if it is in the table, oh, if it's not, so what is going on there? So what are we saying here? Key is closed, so that's a redefinition. 2 is implicit. That is closed. Well, this doesn't really apply to this case. This should be down here. So what do we have here? We're saying we cannot. So what is the example we're having here? So type is implicit, and then we're trying to redefine it with a table. I guess that's the case here. So what is the see, I was doing this to try and try to not get wrapped around the wheel, and it's already happening to me. That is this case here. This is this case. So I guess what I'm saying is key is closed here. What I'm saying is 2 is implicit. But this is not allowed, right? And I don't think we can have a case where I guess I'm saying we will never have a case where 2 is explicit, I feel like, but not closed. So now the question, so okay, so that handles this, I guess. That is what I'm thinking. because I'm trying to think of where key would be explicit, not closed. But down here, right, key is explicit, right, this is allowed, but then key is explicit. But then two is explicit, right? Oh, well, I guess right there. This is my use case. So um so that is that. So in this case, we can never, in this, right, and this is sort of what I'm saying. If key is in the table already, we can never overwrite it. So here, key is explicit. I guess my other option is this, right? One is explicit in this case, right? So that is that case. We also have, now what was the other case here? So yeah, key is explicit. So in this case, I guess we can overwrite. Where's the example? Define any super table afterwards is okay. So we can define all of these, but trying to define W again. And then the other case we had, I guess, was so we could have 1, 2, or we could have 1, 2 equals value, and then we could try 1, 2, and here 2 is closed. So that is the difference between the two cases. If one is an implicit, in this case we allow it. So I guess that's the difference we're checking. I'm curious, what is our meta info here? Really, we're never running into that case? So what's going on? Why are we never running into that case? I must, well, I guess, right, that handles a closed case. If this is not a dictionary, then that's closed. So we can get rid of this, I guess. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Uh, so basically, if the key's in the table, we're fine. And then what do we do? In this case, we're always fine. So we have an additional check for key val. Now, the next thing I want to look at is now with these dotted keys. So this would be like stem keys. I don't know. And let's come down here and then also do dotted keys, I guess. So again, we have 1 equals 2, and then 1, 2, right, equals value. This equals value, and here, when it's closed, we can have 1, 2. So I guess I'm curious about this case. So what if we do 1, and you 2 that 3? I think that's probably fine. Is this addressed anywhere? I can add subtables. So this makes sense because this redefines Apple, but I'm curious about going the other way. So we can define super tables, which is what that is. Oops, I wanted dotted keys. Where are they? I guess they're here. Um, just trying to see if I'm missing somewhere where it addresses this. Let's take one more look down here. So this isn't very clear. I think that's allowed. My contention is that's allowed. So I feel like, so this is not allowed. Right, this is allowed because this is explicit and it's allowed, and we know it's allowed. So what do we check here? A value. So do I actually need this check? That is the. I feel like I don't need that. Let's see what that does in my tests. Okay. So I guess that's the only case. If it's explicit, we allow it, and if it's implicit, we allow it. And I guess we got to figure out what we're doing with Airham. I guess we don't actually need to do anything. What are we returning? We're returning nothing. So I guess the reason why we're doing this is so we can keep um, checking dotted keys, I suppose. Although I guess we could also just break out. I don't know. It's probably not useful anymore. Okay. So I guess I feel a little bit better about that. Um, just find some of these cases to be. Oop, yeah, that's fine. A little bit confusing. Yeah. Okay, so now we are on to the last bit of um, the last thing we actually need to do here, and that is this array of tables. The first instance of that header defines an array and its first table element, and then each one adds a new element to the array, and that element will be a table. Um, so I guess we'll get this first example working. Um, so we've got that. We've got that. Products and that. So products is going to be an array of tables. So we'll have name, hammer, and then SKU. This will just be a number, which I don't really feel like. Then we're going to have an empty table, and then we're going to have this. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. So that ends that, and then we get that. So then we should get some sort of assertion error here. Oops. Yeah, parse array table is not defined. Where are we? 87 here. So I guess we'll put this down here. And I suspect we'll need our state there. So, and actually I'm going to need the grammar here. So we're going to eat this double left bracket. And we're going to finish by... I don't know why I keep wanting to spell that bracker. Then we are going to, so right, we've got this, then we've got a key. And we've got, so this is going to be parse key. What does that take? It takes a table and meta info. So I guess this is going to be, not sure about this, but so if we get this result back, key is going to be the result, table is going to be the result table, and meta info is going to be the result meta info. And what we're going to want is to do not in table. If that's not in the table, then we're going to want to make that as an array. Or a list. And then we're going to want and what is my constructor for meta info? This is going to be key. I guess that's going to be true, false. And I guess what I've been doing is that. And then what I feel like we want to do is say bio equals that. Table I guess we want a new meta info too. That's going to be key, I guess, as well. True, it'll be explicit, not closed, and that'll be the value. And then I guess we want the meta info. We want to append that, I guess. Oops. Except we can't do that. So what we will do is we'll say and we'll do state.active meta info, and then what we want to do is we'll append so I think that's kind of what we need to do there. Be amazed if that works. Oh yeah, and then that I guess is what we kind of want to do. Okay. Oh, this is I totally hosed this up. So our value is going to be that. We're going to set the table to, and we're going to set meta info be, we're going to want to do that. So then we want to actually that's not the table, is it? That's the list. All right, so I guess we can still. So we want to do that, and we want to do meta info dot append meta info. That's also going to be the key. That's going to be true, false. If I could spell it, and then table. And then this is going to go to table, I guess, and then this is going to go to meta info. Yeah, gotta close that. Key error products. 108. 108. So oh well, I'm an idiot. Okay, I should have just left it like this. So we want to append, and we want to append state.active meta info, and then I guess we actually need to pull the meta info out. All right, so what did we actually end up getting here? So we got name is hammer. And we did not get SKU in there. Why did we not get SKU in there? The problem is we are working off of the active table, right? We're passing so we are not right because we're getting, let's just print this. And then I'm probably just going to so resulting key, let's actually do that. So got products, we got this table back, and yeah, so we're just getting so I think what we want to do, I feel like what we want to do is we want to pass in the, what did I call it? Table state. So it's the root and the meta, just root and meta info. And we got none. So why? I guess this is actually probably implicit. Right, we've actually implicitly created this array. It's these tables that we're explicitly creating. So that was easy enough. Any reference to an array of tables points to the most recently defined table element of the array. So this might actually work offhand. I kind of feel like I want to throw this into another test. So let's see here. Just yank all this, but probably step through this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops. And I'm going to go ahead and actually comment these out for now. So we're going to have fruits, and we're going to have name is apple, and we're going to have physical as another table. Color is red, and shape is round. Something didn't get closed. Oh, it's not that I didn't close it, it's that I closed it with the wrong thing. So that actually passes. I guess I want to probably take that out. I don't know. Okay, so that's mildly surprising. So now this creates an array called varieties. Right, and that is going to break horribly, I believe. Oops. So what's that going to do? This is in the last table. That passed? There's no way. Um, oh, that's why this is all passing, because I'm not running. Oh boy. All right. So, I'm just, okay. So that did not pass, which is what I thought. Struggling. I might have to get a little motivational cookie or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is in 131, right? So what's going on here? So that fruits is referencing So, right, we said fruits, that fruits array is implicit, right? So it won't be, or yeah, implicit. So what we're gonna get here, I guess, is elif type table is list. Then I feel like table is gonna be and meta info dot, or that's gonna equal I feel like that's kind of what we're saying there. Okay. And I feel like we're probably going to have to do the same sort of thing down here. So right, this is the next thing. Well, I guess what I can redo this. Okay. Since I don't trust myself to be competent here. Wow, okay, that's working. And then we're gonna get another table apparently that says Granny Smith. What are the chances that works? I'm gonna go none at all. It does work. That's kind of blowing my mind. Okay. And then fruits. This is going to give us another table. Right. Okay. And then I guess, yeah, wow, okay. Okay. If the parent of a table or an array of tables is an array element, that element must have already been defined before the child can be defined. It attempts to reverse that order and produce an error at parse time. So this is trying to redefine physical, or no, this is trying to redefine, here fruit is a table, but it's trying to redefine it as an array. So let's see what happens there. Oops. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just see what we get. It does not actually have so where are we here? 1112. And that's in what? Array table. So what is our situation here? Fruit was implicitly defined as a table. So and where is this error happening? 112. Here, I believe. No, here. So maybe call this parent. Type parent list. Then we'll do that. Else key redefinition. Not sure if that's actually what we want. Iterator key, and then I guess that's going to be meta info. Here, let's do this. I think. Oh, we want to do. Yeah. These go together. So what is our error message? I guess I'll just throw some and this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's technically correct, but I kind of wonder if I want that message to be a little bit more. I don't know. I guess we'll leave it like that. Been defined. What did I say on? So line 2, character 2, I believe. Is that what I said? Okay, that passes. Attempting to append to a statically defined array, even though that array is empty, must produce an error at parse time. So I'm curious. Oh, so what do we have? So I guess this is going to be the same thing. One, two, three, four, three. Fruits. It's already been defined. Line 2, character 1. I just want to see that fail. So we did not get an error. What do we have? So we got none for table? Oh. Oh, it's working. It's actually working. All right. Okay, what's our next case here? Attempting to define a normal table with the same name as the already established array must produce an error. So this creates so that kind of falls into here, I believe. That's weird. I wonder if I'm dropping frames. I'm fine here, but I've got my thing saying it's determining the quality. Hard to know. Hard to know. So I guess we actually did this here, and that's working. Test redefining table. So this is the opposite. This is attempting to redefine an array of tables as a table. And this is attempting to redefine a table as an array of tables. Let's just throw this in a separate example. Oh, that didn't work. I feel like there's a quicker way of doing this, but my vim foo is not not there. What do we think's gonna happen here? Uh, this is a list. So we're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I guess. That's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then that can't be 10. I don't think. But that's all right. We kind of want so 9. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is 9. So this is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is what? Physical. Sixteen, 15, 14, 13, 12. I guess this will be just 9. Okay, well that done blew up. So I suspect the problem, because we kind of tested that already, I feel like. Oh no. So this, right, this works. Yeah. That blows up. And where does that blow up? Here. In keyval. Uh, list indices. I guess this is going to be feel like that's still gonna, right? 155 is gonna be unhappy, right? Yeah. You're just that. key name. I feel like that's not right. Where are we at here? So we actually got key name is already defined. Um, and then we're also getting physical is already defined. No, wait, we're expecting that. But we're getting name is defined. So are we doing this in the wrong place? We may be doing this in the wrong place. So what do we have here? So fruits. Yeah, I guess it's not here. It's in parse table, I feel like. What are we doing here in parse? So we're getting back, what are we getting back? We're getting back let's just print this out real quick. Actually, I already have something like this already. So our first table that we get back varieties. And we're going to put that in this table because we're supposed to, yeah, but varieties. So and then our key is variety. Varieties is already in there. And here we want to say I think that's going to be just meta. What's our meta info? We have it right there. Meta info. Right, we've got, what's our value here? Name. Well, I think it's in there. We will find out. Otherwise, Actually, here's what we'll do. Is it dictionary? Then we'll do that. Oops. Oh, that's right. You want the token. So yeah, so one. So yeah, that should be 9. And then 17. Oh, really? We're still getting that? So we're still getting that. Why are we still getting that? I guess because we haven't changed the active table there. So what do we want to do there? I guess. I guess we could just fake it again. What do we do? And we don't do anything. Oh, because we set. Well, maybe we can do that too. I don't know. Maybe we can just do that. Oops. Now I guess, well, you know what we'll do it here. So that should, I feel like, at least fix that. And now if we uncomment the rest of these, oh yeah, and the same thing's happening there. already been defined. So what's going on here? So color has already been, this is an 18, 17, 16, 15. That's what we get here. So we get fruits. All right, then we get varieties. I guess we're not getting a result back. What's going on here? Physical. So I guess we kind of almost want to. Are we using active table up here? No, we're not. I guess we kind of want to do that. It seems a little weird to just sort of preemptively do that, but local variable key. Oh. Well, I guess this will just be like none. And where is this coming from? This should be coming from... Yeah, all right. Um, so I guess that's it. I guess that is it. We have written a TOML parser. We've done it. Kind of. More or less. That assert false looks okay. But we've got all these assert falses, which we need to kind of come back into Lexer here and tighten this down a little bit in terms of error messages, I feel like. Um, because right now we just have assert false, and I feel like there's some other things I want to do here. And in fact, yeah, this function isn't being used anywhere. Forgot to delete that. And that should also be that. Oh no, that should not be that. That should be that. Not that it really matters. It's only my arms, my shoulders like bothering me. All right, so now what? Now what? Go cook some dinner? It's not all that early anymore. It'd be kind of nice to kind of push through this, but I don't know. I guess out of curiosity, just out of extraordinarily morbid curiosity, what I can do is, let's see here. Let me, I think I'm actually going to go private for a second. Can't remember if I've got what I want bookmarked or not. Doesn't look like I do. All right, so I guess what I'll do is, what do we have? We got the cheese shop here. This is what I want, the TOML test suite. I guess I might as well start this. So, and then we can figure out, I guess, just how close we are. Okay, so has there been another, what's the latest? Oh, there's a 1.3. What do I have? I have this lying around somewhere. I guess we don't need this. I guess we figured it out. Kind of. So what I got up here? Yeah, there's a 1.3. I wonder what they did with 1.3. So we're going to download that, I guess. I guess this is going to be, oh, I guess this is just that. How do I just list it? List. I don't know what that what's the problem here? Oh, it's not even zipped up? I guess I unzipped it already. Oh well, okay, well that answers that, I guess. Alright, I guess we'll remove this one. But what I really wanted to do was, so let's, I guess we can move this, move that in there maybe? So what are we doing here? Uh, let's see here. Don't want raw input. Thought I read this somewhere. I feel like I'm gonna have a bunch of stupid stuff thrown at me. What does read do? Um, Built-in functions. That's what I'm looking for. Oh. Can I just... So... Felt like doing that rather than trying to set the file type. So, let's see here. Guess we'll... Okay. Where am I here? Hmm. Let's just see if we have something mildly useful here. Not there. I just want to read. Okay. This is a file object. So, okay, instead of defining these, can you actually just show me the this inherits that. So I guess I'm a little bit curious why I'm not getting. Oh, I guess. Okay. Still got that. Well, anyway. So I think what we want to do is and what do we? Well, I guess I don't even know what I'm. Turning resultant errors. And then how do we print? Do we just was it just print? Right? Right. And then what does sys.exit exit code of 1? Let's just do 1. So this won't work, but because we're supposed to format this, but I just want to try this out. So now with our driver here, where is that? I guess it's just something like okay. Actually, more paths than I thought would. So I had some sort of object of type. Oh, how'd I have as many paths as I did? Garbage in, garbage out, I guess. Well, I guess I'm not winning any speed records with my parser. Oh, you know what? No, I think we're probably in a infinite loop actually, because I am not. There are some things I'm doing that are not smart. Um, yeah. Okay. Which I know I had to take care of. Well, I guess finding them is a little bit obnoxious. I wonder if I could just see what all the tests are. Um, I guess I'll just have to like walk through the Lexer and figure it out. So I'm torn between doing that and all right. Actually, I guess with that text, I may drop off. So probably end up working on this off stream a little bit at this point, but I don't know. Guess I'll see how I'm feeling. But if anybody's lurking or anything, then I appreciate you joining me. And until next time, I bid you peace and take care. See ya.